ugbo okwu ahụ anyị ga-ekwu okwu ahụ onye bukwe n'ibe ya ide aka. What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth. Where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. Where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth because it's our lives. And personally, I encourage you to enjoy your life wherever you are. And today, we are going to study Genesis chapter 12. Welcome to Bible study. Genesis chapter 12. He said, Now, the Lord had said to Abram, Get out of your country, from your family, and from your father's house, to a land that I will show you. Now, if you read Genesis chapter 11, verse 31, you will see that this place is a lie. But the people that created Abrahamic religions wanted to link Abraham to, to their religion. So that because they are land grabbers, they are invaders, speaking of white people, Abrahamic religions. So, because without Abraham, their religion, they cannot stand any other ground. So they are standing on Abraham. They can't stand on Adam and Eve because they say God have destroyed that one. Then the new world started with Noah, right? They didn't build it on Noah. Had it been they built it on Noah, it would have been better because the Bible said that Noah found grace. The first person to find grace in the Bible was Noah, not Abraham. So, and Jesus did not say before Noah, he was, or before Adam, he was. He said before Abraham. Noah existed in the Bible before Abraham. Adam existed in the Bible before Abraham. But they make us believe that God created all of us and everything in the world, heaven and earth, and but God chose Abraham. But I want to show you here, if you read Genesis chapter 11, verse 31, let's read it for you to see that this place is a lie. God was not the one that asked Abraham to leave his country. It was Abraham's father that took him out of that country for them to go to Canaan, not any God. When you say that God gave them the land of Canaan as land flowing with milk and honey, it's a lie. It was initially the plan or the idea of Abraham's father. 11:31. It says, and Terah, the father of Abraham, took his son Abram, that's Abraham, and his grandson Lot, the son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, his son Abraham's wife, and they went out with them from Ur of the Chaldeans to go to the land of Canaan, and they came to Haran and dwelt there. So the place that God called Abraham from, supposed to be from Haran, not from wherever Terah was coming from, which was their original country. So this chapter 12, verse 1, and everything there, all of them are lies. God was not the one that asked Abraham to get out of his country. And this particular scripture have destroyed a lot of lives in Africa. It affected me during our own time in ministry, in Christianity. This is why we believed in full-time ministry. Not today you see pastors doing other businesses and doing ministry. When the hosts of them indoctrinated us, when this Bishop Oyedepo now, Oyedepo started as full-time minister. He started with other ministers, from college campus, something like that. They formed that ministry, and they believed in full-time ministry. That's how I was indoctrinated also and brainwashed in Christianity, full-time ministry. If you are called by God, you don't need any other form of business. You don't need it. because God is able to do exceeding abundantly above all you ask or think. So if you are God, the God that called you can give you what you need. You don't need to be working and say you are doing the work of God also. It's supposed to focus. He said that the husbandman must be the first partaker of the fruit. So if the pastor is preaching to you that God can do this, can do that for you, so why do he need your money? Why do she need your money? If God send them, you shouldn't give them even water. God's supposed to provide for them. But for you to see the stupidity of faith, they tell you that God is able to do all things, but He need people to be giving you out of their substance. He need people, He need you to go and work to provide for yourself, and thank God. Even take some part of your sweat and thank God for providing them for you. Why? God is not the provider. But they made you believe that God is the one that gives you life. He gave you strength. That means He's provided and He created everything. So He has provided everything. So if God has provided everything, why is He demanding for some part of it for His servants? He's supposed to give them freely everything they need, no matter how they twist it. The idea of God calling somebody and that person need help from people is ridiculous. No sensible person will run or live with that. And majority of us in Africa who try to live by this faith in full-time ministry under God, we are disappointed. And if you go to Africa, you still see many of them. I still know some of them that I suffered this thing with them, and they're still in the ministry. They are still pastors. They are suffering. But you know what? Their wife is doing one business or the other. Some of them also started engaging in making, writing books, selling them. Because there is no God. If there is God, they won't be selling all those materials. They won't be collecting tithes and offerings. Because God should be able to provide their needs. Verse 2, and I will make you a great nation. I will bless you and make your name great, and you shall be a blessing. These are impossible for any God to do. No one alive, no one that has ever lived in this world has been, and no nation has become great by God. No nation. At least you can see today what has made nations great today. Weapons, wealth, not God. That's why I see even people that serve God also are serving money now. Because you cannot serve God only. You cannot serve God only and live. You cannot serve God only and survive. You cannot serve God only and succeed in life. That's why you see believers or people that believe in God, people that worship God, they also worship money. They also believe in money. But both God and money are slavery tools. God is useless to us. Money also is useless to us in reality. That's why money is limited to what? Business. And business is corruption. So wherever God and money is, you must see corruption there, or wherever they are. You must see corruption there. Because that is the purpose of their creation. Evil men created God and money for control, not for civilization, not for progress, not for improvement, not for development, but for extortion, for corruption, making people, the poor getting poorer and the rich getting richer. God has not blessed anyone. Blessing is empty word. If I say now, I bless you, nothing. I bless you how? Giving you money is not blessing you. Helping you in your time of need is not me blessing you or anyone blessing you. Because blessing means favor. To favor you, God's favor. God cannot favor you. And most times when you are asking people to do you a favor, you are taking advantage of them. You are using them. And you use that term because that's the term they have taught us. There is something called blessing. Oh, you are a blessing to me. You mean I almost died, but God uses you and God sent. Nobody is God sent. Nobody is a blessing. We are living beings. We are not blessings of God. Blessings are empty. And he said, make your name great. God cannot make your name great. Go back to chapter 11. They say, let us make a name for ourselves. We are the one that make name for ourselves. God makes no one. God cannot make your name great. And your name don't supposed to be great. That is part of corruption in the land. Your name is great. Other people's name are not. And who name you? Whoever name you is your own. And naming somebody means you own that person. You don't supposed to be named by another person. It's your master that names you. The master names his slaves. That's why it's corruption, like in families. Today, father owns the mother and the children. That is evil. Marriage is evil. That's why you see the father bought the woman, change her family name to his own family name. He's under her. Whatever children that woman has belongs to the man. That is evil. But because it's legalized evil, accepted evil in the society, if the way I'm saying it is, no, I don't know what I'm saying. It's not evil. How do you come into existence? Because anytime you said marriage is evil, they think you need marriage to have children, as they were taught. You don't need marriage to have children. You were born to be, as a man, to be impregnating women, and as a woman, to be having children. That's a natural thing. You don't need marriage to have all those things or to do those things. A father and mother don't own children. They don't own children. You don't supposed to be owned. Nobody's supposed to be your Lord. Nobody's supposed to be your God. Nobody's supposed to be your master. But it's because we have been messed up today. Those things are normal. But they are not normal. And you're wondering why we are suffering. This is part of it because this thing has entered every nook and corner of our life, society, culture, tradition, everywhere. This nonsense is there. The Lord will make your name great. Will make your name great. You know, and you will be a blessing. That's why they will tell you the Lord is blessing you to bless others. Be a blessing to others. No. God is supposed to be blessing to everyone He created. Why would God single you out of His creation and for you to bless others when He's Almighty? He should be able to bless all of you equally, not partially, and not depending on your works, not depending on anything. But if God is love and love is of God, God is supposed to love His children equally. You that is a father, if you are trying to love your children equally, how about the God you believe is Almighty that created you? He cannot love His children equally at the same time. Then He's not Almighty. If a God chooses you to bless others, that God is a partial God. That God is evil. And that's how every God operates. Your God will not bless me because I don't belong to your faith or to your religion or to your spirituality or to your group. But He's blessing you, all of you there for believing. They think about it. But you say also He created me. If that God is real, the same way He give you faith to believe in Him, let Him give me faith to believe in Him. And they say in the Bible that whatever that God does is forever. Nothing shall be taken away from it, and nothing shall be added to it. If after God created everyone and He said they are good, all of them are good, if there is evil there, hold God responsible because He is the Almighty, the creator of all things, including evil. Evil is never your choice. Read the Bible. In chapter 2 of Genesis, God was the one that planted the garden and planted the evil tree there. Knowledge of good and evil. God is the one. Evil never originated in man. It came from God. And who is that God? White people. Oh man, verse 3. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse him who curses you. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Is it not like Kama they say today? Or they say you shall reap what you sow. It's a lie. You don't reap what you sow. It is impossible for you to reap what you sow. Nature, it's impossible. If you sow this thing to the ground, you're now reaping this thing. You are going to reap a new thing. The old things must pass away for the new one. They are connected, but you cannot reap what you sow. That's why the white people that enslave us, they are not reaping what they sowed. The white people that colonize us, they are not reaping what they sowed. No karma is after them. It's only the poor people you see karma after them. It's only the slaves you see karma after them. Why? Because they don't have power. So they're still depending on their master. Why they are wishing that the God they believe in will punish that their master. That's why they tell them slaves should obey both their good servant, good master, and the bad master. He said they should be serving even their harsh masters as if they're serving God. Because God is the original slave owner. God is evil. Say, I will bless you. I will bless those who bless you. I will curse those who curse you. Okay, they killed 200 people in Benue State this week. Did God kill those people that killed them? No. Israel attacked Iran. They start war again there. The people that have died there, God will not kill those people that killed them. How about Gaza? All the people that died there, God will not kill the people that killed them. Because if God killed people that kill you, God would have wiped out himself the people of Israel. But because God does not exist, and the Israel you are reading in your Bible is not the Israel that bombed Iran. The Israel in the Bible is a fictional state. The real Israel that bombed Iran is the state America created in 1948. And the God of that Israel today is America. No matter how you argue it, that's why Israel is untouchable. Israel is not untouchable because of Yahweh or Jesus. Israel is untouchable because of America. And not that if other people join hands, they cannot wipe both America and Israel away. But why doing that? All in the name of God, playing politics with people's life. Verse 4. So Abram departed as the Lord had spoken to him, and Lot went with him, and Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran. If truly what they said originally, that God asked him to leave his country, his family, and all that, he shouldn't have go with or went with Lot, because Lot is still part of his family. And Sarah, let's say Sarah, was his sister. He married his sister, Sarah. If I say, let me marry my sister today, you say, abomination. Christians will say, abomination. You won't do that. The twist is say it's half sister. It was allowed that time. Today, you will not allow half sister to marry. You will not allow a brother to marry his half sister. You will not do it. You will not let Abraham today to marry Sarah. How about you? Welcome. How many of you who believe in the Bible will allow Abraham to marry Sarah today? How many of you? You will call it all kinds of names. It's incense. It's this one. And you believe in Adam and Eve. You don't know that one is incense. The origin of incense. Verse 5. Then Abraham took Sarai, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, and all their possessions that they had gathered. And he said they gathered, not God blessed them. Possessions they have gathered. God cannot give you any possession. I possess my possession is empty claim that here the church goers. I possess my possession. I claim it. This year I will have a car. Okay, it's a lie. You have to go work to have car. Nobody is dashing anyone a car unless you work for them. You have been serving them. You hear where they said, oh, this person has been coming to work without calling out for 20 years. So the owner of the company decided to buy a car for him or her. Because he's a slave. Because he's a slave. If people are buying for you, you are a slave to those people. If you are borrowing from people, you are a slave to those people. Wake up. Live your life. If you are living in a city, if you are living in abroad and you are suffering there, relocate back to your village where at least you can begin to grow your own food. Without food, you will not survive. Without food, you can't even be healthy. Fix yourself. You are the one that will make your own possession. Even the possession you build by deceiving other people. The day you stop deceiving them, those possessions will go away. Whether you like it or not, because you will be deceived also by someone else. And sometimes it's among those people you already deceived. They departed to go to land of Canaan, where the father of Abraham started the journey. It was not the divine calling. God calls no one. They lie to you when they say that God called Abraham. God chose Abraham. It's a lie. It was Abraham's fathers. Read it again. Genesis chapter 11, verse 31. He was the one that started the journey to Canaan, not God. Not God. The same way, no pastor, no pastor that claimed that God asked them to start the ministry is saying the truth. Anyone that tell you God called them to start church, to start any religion, just like Abrahamic religions, all of them are lying. They are the one that started that in their head. They look around, they say, okay, that pasture is greener, let me go. Then they tell you, the Lord laid it in my heart to go. It's a lie. And most times they went to people to borrow money to start the ministry they say God asked them to start. They call people to join them to start the ministry they say God called them to start. If God called you, as Jesus said, he said, if I be lifted up, I will draw all men to myself. If God is the caller, you won't need to be doing evangelism. You won't need to be doing crusade. You don't need to be doing seminar. You won't need to be inviting people to come to your place of worship. God will draw them to himself. How can God call you, but he cannot draw people to your ministry? You begin to use people to build your ministry, which is called empire today. Check all the ministers of God. They use people to build those empires. They are part of our problem in our land. Verse 6, Abraham passed through the land of the place of Shechem, as far as the terebinth tree of Moreh, and the Canaanites were then in the land. People were living there. The man saw that those people, they are like Igbo people. They are prosperous. They are industrial. He said, let's go. I don't want to stay in this barren place. Let us go to a place where people are making it called the Canaanites. We are in the land of Canaan. It doesn't belong to the people of Israel. It belongs to the Canaanites, which happen to be Africans. But they lie to you. That place today, Israel, the people of Israel, all the Palestinians, all these Arabians, all of them, the whole entire Middle East belongs to Africans. Africans were the indigenous people there before they came, kill us and chase remaining of us, even rape our women to give birth to children that look the way they look today in the Middle East. It's originally our land. That was the land of Eden. Yeah, Garden of Eden, Middle East. Then the Lord appeared to Abraham and said, to your descendants I will give this land. He went to land of other people. You say you will give other people's land to him. And you hear Christians, especially in Africa, defending Israel today, using the scripture, say that God gave them that land. Which God? Which date? All these things we are reading now, did you see any date there? There is no date. Because they are thieves, land thieves. They are the Fulani herdsmen in the whole world today, or in the Bible then. People that can invade you, kill all of you, they don't care about, they will kill all of you just to possess the land for their cattle. Our people of Israel, are they not cattle rearers? They were herdmen, herdsmen in the Bible. That's why when they went to Egypt, Pharaoh said, okay, I will give you separate land because the Egyptians, worship cattle. And these people rear cattle and eat cattle. It's okay, no, you're going to stay away from us. The people of Israel are Fulanis. The Fulanis we still sing today. They are land grabbers. See how Fulanis came to Nigeria and they took the land belonging to Hausa people, and they want to take over the whole land. In fact, their late leader said that Nigeria is God inheritance that God gave to them. Check all the land grabbers. It's the same way they are functioning, invading other people, taking their land. Why do you have to kill them? You can live among them and still enjoy your life. That God can still bless you in them. After all, he said that he will bless those who bless you. So why do God need to wipe out a people for you to take their possessions? Think, my people. There's nothing new. Nothing new. He said, and there Abraham built an altar to the Lord who had appeared to him. And he moved, he said, who had appeared to him. That's when he built altar. And the same Lord is still appearing to people today, and they continue building altar. Appearing in the dream, in their head, not in reality. Because if God is real, he don't supposed to appear to you where others cannot see. If only you can see that God, that is called illusion, that is called delusion, that is called hallucination. Everyone's supposed to see what is real and who is real. If your God is real, we all should be able to see it. We don't need to any spiritual eyes to see what is real. We don't need prayer. We don't need vision. We don't need dream to see what is real. What do we need to see what is real? We open our eyes. Show me. They cannot show you. That means they cannot prove it. Okay, verse 8. And he moved from there to the mountain east of Bethel, and he pitched his tent with Bethel on the west and Ai on the east. There he built an altar to the Lord and called on the name of the Lord. So Abram journeyed, going on still towards the south. Anywhere he pitched his tent, he built altar, sacrificing to God. Why? The same God that is omnipresent, the same God that is with you, I will be with you to the end of the age. Yeah, but you need to pray for me to come. You need to ask me to, you need to invite me. You need to worship me for my presence to be there. Not my physical presence, just my presence in your head. When you lift your hands, clear, you do that, the Muslim people, yeah, God is with you. So why are you building altar? You don't need to build altar to God, because God don't need to tell you. They say in the Bible, if God is hungry, he will not tell you. He owns everything. So why are you offering anything to God? It doesn't make sense for you to offer anything to God. It's like you taking your drinking water and you go to ocean. I didn't say to river. I didn't say to gutter. I didn't say to system. I said to ocean. That's where you go empty the water you need to live and say you are giving it to God. You need the whole water to live, but you say, okay, no, I'm going to give God 10%. Give him offering. Sow seed, donation, and give pastor or ministers of God their own. The only thing you have to drink now is just the bottom bottle. That is the life of every faithful churchgoer or somebody that worship God. They give the best to God and complaining. And who is enjoying the best they give to God? Ministers of God. Verse 10, Abraham in Egypt. You will see these things will open your eyes. Just read it with your common sense. Without being angry, maybe I'm saying I don't believe in God. Don't worry, I'm the one that said I don't believe in God. I didn't say I don't believe in you. Why are you getting upset? Are you the God? No. Why are you fighting for God that you said is almighty? Verse 10, now there was a famine in the land. There was a famine. Remember, God appeared to Abraham, tell him, I will bless you, you will be there. You will take this land, you will take over, I will make you great, all that. Famine came. Reality hit Abraham. Boom! All that visions of God, all that dreams of God, all that revelations of God, all of them fly away, because when hunger hits you, that's why they tell you if you're hungry, you cannot speak in tongues. Your pastor speak more in tongues than you because he's feeding better than you. Even in hope, you went to church with empty stomach and you are praying in hope that after service maybe God please provide for me, but touch somebody to give to me or open door for me. But your pastor is not speaking in tongues in hope. He's not worshiping in hope. His fridge is stocked. His storehouse full of food. He got money in the bank. He got private jet. He got nice cars. He got everything enjoying. And you are part of the people that contributed to that riches he has. Wake up now. Hmm? There was famine in the land. Abraham did not call on God. But he built altar and called on the name of God there. But now famine came. The God he sacrificed those things on the altar, that God did not provide for him. He said, Abraham went down to Egypt to dwell there. Remember, this Egypt is not the Egypt you see today, the original, in Africa. This Egypt is also an imaginary state. He did not call on the name of God. With God, all things are possible. Oh, there's nothing God cannot do. Famine, what is famine? By faith, famine get away in Jesus' name, it disappear. I call on God, God of Abraham, famine, get away. No, you cannot, no amount of prayer can solve any problem in reality. He has to apply common sense. What is common sense? Go where there is food. If you are hungry and there is famine where you are living, go where there is food. That is common sense. You don't really want to lead you to think in that direction. It's natural. He dwelt there, and the famine was severe in the land. Even though famine was severe in the land, yet the people of Egypt were living well. Look at Nigeria today. No matter what you talk, no people living better than Igbo people in Nigeria. They are not in power in Nigeria, but they are living better than Hausas and Yorubas in Nigeria. Go check. I'm not saying, oh, no, go check. Okay, let's say everybody go back to Africa. How are we living before these people came and invaded us? And the Igbo people has been living well. They are not people that depends on government. They are not people that depends on any God. The only thing Igbo people do when it comes to their business or whatever, they work of their hand. They think, they believe like, okay, I need something that will secure my thing. They were not good maybe in building a system to suppress others or oppress others, or maybe say that, they let us build weapons and employ people to be guiding this. No, they believe they are supernatural. Okay, they are our ancestors. Let them watch over whatever we are doing, which is a lie. Your ancestors or God you are calling to watch or to do anything for you. Can't you see they didn't do anything? You are the one that achieved whatever you achieved, not them. Verse 11, and it came to pass when he was close to entering Egypt that he said to Sarah, his wife, indeed, I know that you are a woman of beautiful countenance. Therefore, it will happen when the Egyptians see you that they will say, this is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will let you live. Please say you are my sister, that it may be well with me for your sake, and that I may live because of you, not because of God. Abraham hung his life on Egyptians and on Sarah. And that's the two people the world need today for us to end all this war going on. Black people and the women. Black people and the women. Abraham did not submit or cast his burden on the Lord. Abraham did not submit himself under the mighty hand of God for God to lift him up. He went to Egypt, and before enter Egypt, He was living in fear. He said to Sarah, his sister, who became his wife, and said, please, you are beautiful. Tell these people you are my sister so they won't kill me if you say you are my wife, so that they can preserve my life. It's there. Genesis chapter 12, verse 12. And verse 13. It will happen when we go there. The Egyptians see you, they will say, you are my wife, so they will kill me. Please say you are not my wife. Please say that it may be well with me for your sake, and that I may live because of you. Genesis 12:13. Nobody's living for God's sake. Nobody's living for Christ's sake. In reality, you live for the sake of others. Somebody can be a reference for you to get a job. God cannot do that. Somebody can teach you skill to survive. God cannot do that. You need people. You don't need God. People are more important than God in your life. That woman is more important to you in life than God. That man is more important to you in life than God. And you don't need marriage for them to be into your life or in your life. You don't need marriage for you to live with them. So you see, Abraham, who is the father of your faith, he never lived by faith. Abraham never lived by faith. That's why he also had Ishmael. We will still get there. He was not a man of faith if you really study the Bible very well. Abraham lived in fear, depended on people, the Egyptians and the Sarah, black people and the woman. That's what saved Abraham's life. And you will see that the one that made Abraham rich. Remember, till this moment, Abraham is not yet rich. I mean, it's not rich yet. The same thing. Rich yet or yet rich. The same thing. Abraham went to Egypt poor. Remember, famine drove him to Egypt. So he came into Egypt as a poor person. The only great thing he had with him was his wife, because a wife is a property. But he had to tell the woman to lie. If you are living by faith, you won't need to lie. That's why all the believers today are lying. They are liars. They work and achieve something. They say it is God who gave it to them. They are lying. They wake up in the morning. They say it is God that wake them up. They are lying. They get paid for what they did. They say it is the blessing of God. Out of it, they pay tithe. Do you know they are paying tithe because some of them believe with the money they are paying tithe with, God is building mansion for them with that money? Do you know some of them believe that nonsense? Check every faith, you see how ridiculous they are. But Abraham, your father, you Africans who claim Abraham is your father by faith in Christ Jesus, Abraham did not live by faith. Abraham did not walk by sight. He started walking by sight by saying God called him or God appeared to him. But when reality hit, when famine came, that God that called him, that God that sent him, that God that chose him was nowhere to be found. Is it not what is happening today, my people? Why are you hating and killing people for telling you the factual truth? You are speaking for God and you have the nerve to say that, yeah, there is God. You are the one speaking for that God. If there is God, he will speak for himself. No God will save you in reality. It is always people. Your prayer, your wishes, your faith, your belief will never save you in reality. It is knowledge, skills, something you can do because you are a living being. You are not a robot. You are not a creature. You are a living being. You are born, not created. Verse 14. So it was when Abraham came into Egypt, his life changed. You cannot come in contact with the black people and your life remain the same. It will become great. Because black people are greater people. They are the greatest people. You cannot come in contact with them. Look at white people today. The, the possessions they claim they have today, they take them from black people. Without black people, white people would have remained in the cave. They were living in the cave where we are building houses with windows and doors. But today, you think white people are the one that is helping you or giving you quality life? No, they are our oppressors, and that's why we are suffering. You can see that. When Abraham came into Egypt, that the Egyptians saw the woman that she was very beautiful. The princes of Pharaoh also saw her and commended her to Pharaoh, and the woman was taken to Pharaoh's house. God couldn't stop them. If they want to take your possession, that God you are worshiping cannot stop them. You can shout all you want, make all the noise you want, they will still take it. There's nothing that God will do to save you. So he took the woman into to his wife. He treated Abraham well for her sake. It was not for God's favor. The Pharaoh did not treat Abraham well because of God's favor. My people, read with your common sense. Pharaoh favored Abraham by what? For Sarah's sake. The same thing Abraham said, that is because truth is truth yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Truth cannot be one thing yesterday, different thing today. It's impossible. It's not by God's favor. Nobody is giving you because God touched them or because God favor you. There's God's favor upon you. Oh, I see grace, and I say lie. Pharaoh favored Abraham for Sarah's sake. He touched his breast. He said, he touched her breast. He said, don't worry, I'll give your brother gold. Take gold. He touched her ass. He said, take diamond. Okay. He kissed her. He said, take silver. You know, every move he made on her, he said, I remember, oh, your brother. Oh, that's your brother, right? Don't worry, I will take care of her. Is it not what you people still doing today in your families? Ogobuchionye. That's here. Because Pharaoh took Sarah. And Abraham and Sarah lied that Sarah was his sister instead of wife. Then Pharaoh treated Abraham well for Sarah's sake. He had sheep, oxen, male donkeys, male and female servants, female donkeys, and camels. He did not work for them. Pharaoh gave them to him. The same way white people took our natural resources, they did not work for it. They even use us to take our own mineral resources. And we are still suffering today. They store gold somewhere, store oil somewhere. These people are evil. They don't know how to coexist with others mutually, enjoying things together. They don't. Read it very well. Who gave Abraham sheep, oxen, male donkeys, male and female servants, female donkeys, and camels? Pharaoh. Pharaoh treated Abraham well for Sarah's sake. Because I am sleeping with your sister, or I'm having a relationship with your sister, take this. I have them in abundance. Not by any God, not by divine will. Hear what he said. 17. The God that failed to provide for Abraham in famine, but the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. And Pharaoh called Abraham and said, what is this you have done to me? Why did you not tell me that she was your wife? Why did you say she is my sister? I might have taken her as my wife. Now, therefore, here is your wife. Take her and go your way. But can I invite? Of course, we can invite you. If I don't think this system allow it because I'm using uh, this laptop. But I don't see option like inviting somebody on live. With my phone, I've seen it. But you can request. If I see it, I will let you in. Although I don't know you, but we are here to share. You know, you share your own. We can reason with you. God failed to bless Abraham where famine hit Abraham. Abraham went to people that gave him all he needs to live his life because he lied that Sarah was his wife. I mean, his sister. So if he's his sister, Abraham becomes in-law to Pharaoh, who took Sarah. Pharaoh was favoring Abraham because of Sarah. Then the God that failed to provide for Abraham get upset now. Do you get the picture? Do you get the picture? A God that failed to provide for Abraham is provoked because somebody who is providing for Abraham rightly took Abraham's sister, not Abraham's wife. Then they tell you, oh no, God get upset and say he puts disease on Pharaoh. And this is nonsense people still believing today. Oh, if you sleep with another man, curse will come upon you. It's a lie. It's a lie. Even that one they do in your village, it's a lie, yo. The people they tell you they run mad because they sleep with another man, it's a lie. Some of them, they did it to them, or maybe some of them have mental problem before they even get married. Think about it. It's a lie. That's why when they come to America, it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore. They tell you, if your wife sleep with another man and you know and he cook for you, you eat the food she cook, you know, things will become hard. It's a lie. It's a lie. All those things are lies. They are superstitions. And they made up those things to stop people from sleeping with married women. Because marriage limits men and intimidates women. It limits men by stopping men from sleeping with as many women as are available, as they're supposed to naturally be doing. Then it intimidates women to subdue themselves under men and thinking their life depends on men. And look, Odogu, marry me. Oh, please marry me. I need a man in my life. A man is my cover. I need a man to protect me. A man shouldn't be protecting you. You can protect yourself. If both of you are together, both of you can protect yourselves. Women, stop letting marriage intimidating you. Is he a high career, hard-working woman still saying he need a man as husband? No, you need a man as your servant, not as your husband. The same way a man that make it like you also need a woman as his servant. You have the money, you can buy as many men as you buy. In fact, buying them every day, you buy another man to be with you, the one you like. But they say you cannot do it. Yeah, they use the weapon, government, culture, tradition. In the name of marriage, they intimidate women. Women, they intimidated you give out to your children as their own when you are the one that carry the children. Abraham is a liar in the Bible, and everyone who believes in God is a liar. That's why they say there is God when they cannot see any God, they cannot show you any God, but they say that they are lying. When you say God created you, you are lying because you cannot prove it. When you add anything to truth, it becomes a lie. When you remove anything from the truth, it becomes a lie. Truth is honest. Truth is plain. Truth is truth. It don't need your interpretation. It don't need your dilution of it. All it needs is for you to admit, yes, that is the truth. You don't need to defend the truth. You admit it, yeah, it's the truth for your own benefit, for your own betterment. Not for any God or all that nonsense they always talk. God did not bless Abraham, but he plagued Pharaoh that blessed Abraham. Do you see the picture? A God that was not there when you are hustling, struggling to make all that. After you succeeded, now, oh, for the fear of maybe this, you are giving to God. Think about it now. Famine came in the land. Abraham ran to Egypt, where he got a helper, where he got somebody that was helping him, not God. But what provoked God is the person Abraham lied to. That's the one God provoked to punish. Abraham did not take, Pharaoh did not take Abraham's wife. Pharaoh took Abraham's sister. Is that wrong? No. So why would God put plague on Pharaoh? And where was God before Pharaoh took Sarah? Where was God? My people, let us think critically in everything. There is nothing spiritual. There's nothing spiritual. Religion is evil to us. Spirituality is evil to us. Let us be critical thinkers. Let us reason well as people. The last verse, verse 20. So Pharaoh commanded his men. He got power. God don't have that power. Pharaoh commanded his men concerning him. Pharaoh also joined in living in that fear. There's no God that plagued Pharaoh anywhere. It is the magician that went and said, yeah, you are sick because that guy, when they see Abraham, the way he's doing with Sarah in private, they said, that's not sister. They went and tell Abraham. They went and tell Pharaoh. Do you hear Igbo people even used to say that Amperico must sing about it? He said that it is when it's here, people go and gossip to king, tell king, give kings information. And the king will pretend like, oh, he got some charm that makes him to know everything about you. He said, like, just like the pastors in the church. They don't know anything. They cannot see anything about your life. It is the information they feed them. And the only way they can also know something about your life if you are with them one-on-one, having discussion. You have that ability. I have that ability too. All of us have that ability. If we are talking, if you pay attention, if you don't see me as your superior, you see, you can see things about me. I can see things about you. We are together. We are connected in nature. But some people take advantage of it, telling you like, oh yeah, like they're special. God called them. All this. Then you are bowing to them. Fuck all of them and live your life well. There's no God that will bless you. No God bless Abraham. Pharaoh blessed Abraham using their tongue, not God. God cannot bless you. God is saying we bless those who bless you. It did not happen. God did not bless Abraham in famine. God did not make Abraham great in Egypt. Pharaoh did. You need Pharaoh, not God. And if you are a believer in God, receive Pharaoh today in Jesus' name. Pharaoh exercises his authority. Yesterday I made that video where I say they always claim like, after God is government. It's a lie. There's no authority called God. God is not any authority. Africans, stop mentioning God at all. We don't need God. Pharaoh commanded, not God, commanded his men, and they sent him away with his wife and all that he had. You see how he became rich? He came into Egypt empty-handed. He left Egypt loaded. White people came to Africa empty-handed. They left Africa loaded. Nothing is new under the sun. Gordon.